Hey everyone, and welcome back to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to be your guide for this one, mostly because we're unpacking something that literally happens all around you every single day, usually without you even realizing it's going on. We're going to be looking at the hidden mechanics of how we speak to each other, and perhaps more importantly, how brands speak to us. Okay, let's dive into this and uncover the invisible gears turning right behind our everyday interactions.
So, why do we hide what we really mean? It's kind of the overarching mystery of human communication, isn't it? Think about it for a second. If the ultimate goal of talking to someone is just to transfer an idea from your brain to theirs, why is indirect messaging so incredibly pervasive in our daily lives? Like, why don't we just say exactly what we want all the time? Well, as we work through these concepts today, we're going to see that hiding our true intentions, it's not an accident. Actually, scratch that. It's a highly evolved social tool.
Section 1. The mechanics of communication.
We're going to kick things off with ostensive communication. This is that open, direct style where the sender's intention is entirely obvious to the receiver. Think of a polite request at a dinner table, right? Like, hey, could you pass the salt? Your intention is right there on the surface. There's no guessing game, absolutely no hidden agenda. It's just the straightforward language we use every day when we have absolutely nothing to hide.
But that brings us to the direct counter concept, which is covert communication. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the true intention of the sender is intentionally obscured. It operates just under the surface of our awareness, kind of slipping right past your conscious mind. You might be hearing one thing, but the actual message, the true intention, is deliberately hidden. It's really the art of communicating a specific idea without explicitly stating it.
Let's put these two side by side so we can really grasp this dichotomy. On the left, we've got ostensive communication, direct, clear, with intentions placed right out on the table. And on the right, covert communication, indirect, subtle, with intentions hidden in the shadows. One relies on absolute transparency, while the other relies on a strategic lack of transparency. But why would we ever choose the shadows over the light? Well, to figure that out, we have to look at what that left side actually requires from us.
Section 2. Ostensive communication and trust.
You see, direct communication doesn't just happen in a vacuum. It absolutely requires a baseline of social cooperation. To tell you exactly what I want, I have to believe you're going to cooperate with me. It relies heavily on mutual trust. Like when I ask you to pass the salt, I trust that you aren't going to throw it at my head. And we share the understanding of what a polite request even looks like. Direct communication actually demands an incredibly high level of social harmony to work without causing offense.
So the crucial point is that without that foundational trust, ostensive communication completely falls apart. If I don't trust you, or if our goals are completely unaligned, stating my clear intentions directly to you pretty much guarantees rejection or conflict. That inherent vulnerability in direct communication perfectly sets up the need for a completely different tactic.
Let's move to and see how this builds into Section 3, the covert advantage. It turns out there is a distinct evolutionary advantage to going covert. When the true intention of a message is obscured from the listener, the sender gains a massive strategic edge. You aren't laying your cards face up on the table. Instead, you're planting a seed, maybe an idea, an emotion, or a desire, without the listener ever realizing they're being instructed or influenced. It's a real game changer. The absolute core superpower of covert messaging is that it entirely bypasses the need for social trust. It allows the sender to influence the receiver without needing that high-stakes mutual cooperation we talked about earlier. Think about it. If you don't make a direct demand, they don't have the opportunity to directly say no. You just slip right past their critical filter completely.
Section 4. Covert tactics in advertising.
And this brilliantly illustrates the exact mechanism at play. Let's walk step by step through how advertisers weaponize this advantage to slip past our psychological defenses. Now consider that the average person processes thousands of covert marketing messages a day, literally thousands. Step 1. The ad presents a hidden message. It doesn't scream, "Buy our car to feel young." It just shows a vibrant, youthful lifestyle. Step 2. Because there's no direct demand, the consumer's natural skepticism drops. You aren't being told what to do, so your defense is lower. Step 3. The underlying message is internalized effortlessly. You associate the car with youthfulness without ever feeling like you were pitched to. Ultimately, advertising relies on this covert advantage to persuade us without triggering resistance. Marketers know that as consumers, our mutual trust with the faceless corporation is practically zero, right? We wouldn't cooperate with an ostensive command like "give us your money," so they bypass our need for deep trust by hiding their true intention behind entertainment, emotion, and covert suggestion. It's brilliant, but it's also kind of sneaky.
So I want to leave you with a final, provocative thought. Next time you see an ad, ask yourself, are you being spoken to directly or are you being covertly influenced? Are they using ostensive communication, relying on trust, or are they utilizing the covert advantage to bypass your skepticism entirely? Keep this framework in mind as you navigate the media around you. It will absolutely change how you view the messages constantly fighting for your attention. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer, and keep learning.